Hi everyone, Mike here. It's been another busy week in DC, and I'm here to share the latest on what I've been working on. This week, instead of focusing on issues that matter to Americans like immigration reform and reproductive rights, House Republicans brought up legislation to promote freedom for refrigerators and dignity for dishwashers. I wish I were kidding. Their newest bills seek to block cost-saving, efficient standards that ensure American families can afford their energy bills. This completely unserious stunt is just another example of MAGA Republicans playing political games instead of fighting for the issues that the American people actually care about. Will Republicans prioritize keeping household appliances expensive and inefficient for Americans? House Democrats are focused on delivering cost-saving results for everyone. I'm committed to providing the American people with energy-efficient, cost-saving programs, and I won't let this latest Republican stunt stand in the way. While Republicans fought over dishwashers, I joined my Democratic colleagues to celebrate the expansion of health care benefits to over 1 million veterans impacted by toxic burn pits and chemicals during their service. We have an obligation to take care of our troops and their families when they return home. As the representative for Marine Corps Base Camp Pendleton and over 40,000 veterans, this is especially important to me. The PACT Act expands health care eligibility to veterans exposed to burn pits and toxic substances during their service, making it the largest expansion of veteran benefits in over 30 years. To date, over 6 million veterans and their survivors have undergone toxic exposure screening, and 1 million survivors have been granted benefits. So if you're a veteran who was exposed to burn pits or other toxic substances during your service, I urge you to get screened. You can visit va.gov to learn more and check your eligibility. I'm proud to have worked on this critical legislation to serve our veterans, and I look forward to fighting to ensure no veteran goes hungry, homeless, jobless, or without health care. Also this week, I joined 12 of my Democratic colleagues in writing a letter to the U.S. Department of the Interior requesting information regarding whether big oil companies such as Pioneer were using public lands to inflate oil prices. Such market manipulation would have massive impact on the price of gas paid by working families and would mean that Pioneer, a major holder of leases on federal land, was using taxpayer resources to drive up the cost of gas to increase their own profit. My fellow lawmakers and I want to understand what actions these big oil companies have taken and how these actions might affect their ability to lease, drill, or conduct other business on public lands. We must hold fossil fuel companies accountable from any potential collusion to artificially raise prices on the American people. Finally, I want to take a moment to address legislation House Republicans introduced this week that would make it harder for millions of Americans to register to vote. This extreme bill would especially harm our service members who'd be prohibited from using their military ID to register to vote. Any service member deployed overseas would have to travel back to the United States and physically visit an election office to register to vote. This bill will not make our elections more secure. What it will do is make it harder for Americans, including our service members, to vote. I'm committed always to standing up for our service members, and I oppose this undemocratic legislation. That's all for now. Have a great weekend, everybody.